Adobe Radio. The future of alternative.
We all know that it's called the bionic, the bomb, the puff, the blow, the black, the herb, the sensi, the chronic, the sweet Mary Jane, ganja, spliff, reefer, the bad, the Buddha, the homegrown, the ill, the Maui Maui, the method, pop, lethal, turbo, Thai, shake, skunk, stress, wacky, weed, blaze, the boot, dime bag, Scooby-Doo, Bob, bogey, backyard boogie.
It's the Golden Reach Show! That's yes.
And that's Sasha.
And we are live on Adobe Radio, just as the Lord intended. The Lord, our Cheech and Chong intended. You know, I saw a Halloween costume today. It was a couple playing Cheech and Chong, and the baby was their joint. Did you see that? And I didn't even have a problem with that. It was like how they were holding the baby. I was like, support the neck. But they were smoking out of the baby. It was a really good idea. But if you're going to do it, just, keep your kids safe. This is the Cool Nerd Weed Show on Adobe Radio. That is TS, and I am Sasha, and we are live on Adobe Radio, and we have been for a long time, and we'll never stop ever in a million years. We will be the last podcast on in the free world, if that's what it takes. We love to talk about weed, but we love to also talk about things, rights, and knowing them, and stuff like that. We enjoy ourselves, and we're lucky to be here. We sure are. Check out our YouTube is pretty poppin', I got to say. Our Instagram is holding steady. All the things is Cool Nerd Weed Show. I mean, definitely not TikTok. Sometimes, we're there, but you wouldn't know it. But that's our social media sitch. We've complained about it, but I think we're at peace with it now.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do. We can only be ourselves, and that's just what we're gonna do. Love us or hate us.
I think we're pretty beloved. We're a very beloved show. And we thank Adobe Radio for all of the things. Thank you, Adobe, for letting us do what we do and letting us be free to speak about cannabis and to be our silly selves. Adobe Radio is so wonderful. Download the free Adobe app. You can also listen to other podcasts on the Adobe app, kind of like your Apple TV does with other shows and stuff. But, you have everything you need on the Adobe network. I'm just spraying. There's a lot of podcasts on there, and your favorite weed podcasts. You download the free Adobe app, please, and thank you. We are back after a week. You had a cold from last week. Get vaccinated.
Yeah. I did what I thought is right, and I vaccinated myself again and again.
Over and over again.
Once and over and over. I do not take my health advice from RFK.
Oh, God help us.
I consult a physician, a trusted physician, and myself.
When Trump legalizes weed, do you think RFK is going to come out and be like, I'm not going to do the voice, and you shouldn't either. Don't do it.
Crikey, mate.
Yeah.
That voice.
Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna say that. Crikey, mate. RFK Jr. 2026. No, I don't know if he likes it or not. I know he likes or liked recreational drugs, but I don't know how he feels now. Oh God, I hate that I have to wonder.
I think RFK is in support of alternative medicines.
So we are going to do our very best to talk about all of the updates with the government, the current government, and weed, because on the face of it, it sounds positive. We want you to know all the angles, though, which is how we always operate. I mean, even when we were doing our countdown to legalization in California, it didn't mean we weren't excited. We were just like, "Ugh, this is going to be and it was crazy. We weren't wrong. It was quite the adjustment, and it's going through its situations now. So we were totally on the cutting edge of podcasting, or we knew what was coming. So I feel like it's the same with Donald Trump, but we're not going to be negative and such. But I don't want you coming here thinking you're listening to some pro Trump shit because of the weed stuff. People are always, oh, what do you think of him now? I'm like, he still sucks my ass. Like, I still really, really don't like him.
I'm still not going to vote for Donald Trump for a fourth time. He even if he does move the needle with cannabis prohibition and the cannabis industry.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, you know what I mean, that we get to say that. We are privileged to be able to say that, and I'll say it and say it. But legalizing cannabis is good for a couple things. We'll get to that. We'll talk about some developments in weed and stuff, and we'll have fun today too. But it is just an interesting line that we have to toe because I do want to be positive about it too. I like safe access. Every time I meet someone new, I kind of like rehash why we do the podcast because, it's part of my lore. And I always remember that, it's interesting. People have very specific relationships with weed and also experiences with weed too. You were either traumatized by it, or it's your favorite thing, or you're passive, or you don't know how you feel. I mean, my husband's been married and with me for 15 years, and he still wants to give it a dabble. It's never brought him the comfort it brings me, but he's just, no, I feel like if there's anybody at any time who can find what works for me, it would be you. And I think that that's a good way to approach weed right now. You don't have to. Like some people are like, sorry. And I'm like, I didn't invent it. I don't take it personal. I just know the relief that I feel and see. And if you can't find that, I do apologize because some people physically can't. And that's okay. It's okay. It really is. But we are excited that weed is being consumed in all sorts of accessible ways. So one of those ways is with caffeine. Now, so weed and cafes have always gone together. I mean, that's like what Amsterdam is. That's what Barcelona was. It was a little cafe.
That's like the original cannabis cafe business model, pairing cannabis with caffeine.
Yeah, just
two of my favorite things.
It goes together. They are very important substances to a lot of people. I am also one of them. So Nug has a cute article that we wanted to go over. And again, this is, I really do enjoy the consuming of the drink of weed. Probably the first time I ever did it, I want to say it was Mary Jane's juice, but it had to have been before that. Was there anything before that?
Maybe you had like a Keef Cola.
Probably not.
There weren't that many drinks. That's like the only one I can think of back then, until Mary Jane juice hit the block.
Hit the scene. Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
So that might have been the first time, and it was, oh gosh, it was a dream come true. I just like drinking weed. It goes through a different process through your body, so it hits you with different timing and in a different way. So definitely be aware of that. But it's, to me, a good vehicle, drinking it. And now there's all sorts of, with the advent of hemp-derived CBD and isolating those fucking deltas and stuff, there's all sorts of drinks nowadays is one of them.
Yeah, they're legal in many states. It was
All of them,
like,
almost.
oh yeah, I mean they're racing to ban them in a lot of places, but they are legal in all 50 states.
Yeah.
The hemp-derived Delta 9 drinks
Yeah.
are very
So
accessible.
you've seen it. You've seen it. You know it. You've probably tried it. You definitely know what caffeine is. So okay, just like basic central nervous system facts about caffeine.
Increased alertness
Mm-hmm.
and wakefulness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, because it's going through that part of your brains. You got your dopamines and stuff like that too. It boosts your energy and focus. It's the kind of thing you have in the morning. It's also the kind of thing that if you have too much of, it can give you some anxiety. I drink. I actually, you could say I cut down on my coffee, and I suppose that I have, like, comparatively speaking, just because I just like am maybe lazy or something. But I mean, I drink a ton of coffee. I've been drinking coffee since probably I was born. It was probably in my bottle. So weed and coffee go together quite well because oftentimes because of who knows what sort of divergency, I can't eat breakfast, so I quite often drink coffee on an empty tummy, and it makes my tummy feel a little sick. So that's where that weed comes in. And then I'll smoke with morning coffee so I can calm down any of those other, like, quote unquote side effects that you would get from caffeine. Did I blow your mind or something? You looked at me like I just said the craziest shit in the world. Am I?
Wow. No.
Like, I feel like that's pretty common. I don't think that I know that I say some crazy shit, but I think that's normal.
I too. I can't eat in the morning, but I usually do. I do my bake, my wake and bake before my coffee though, and then I go get coffee.
Do? Oh,
yeah.
You're crazy. No, that's interesting. Okay, interesting.
So my tummy's already settled, and then maybe I'll eat a little something after my coffee, but after a couple of hours of being up, and probably some more coffee.
Yeah, well, be careful though, we say, because for sure it goes together in good ways, but also the adverse effects of THC and the adverse effects of caffeine are probably no fun. You probably don't want to feel paranoid while you're anxious from coffee, right? That can happen to people. You also can get pretty dehydrated too. Even if it's with the drinks. I mean, I guess, like, I don't know why I'm talking about drinks, because this article is not about, like, pouring your weed in your coffee. I guess, like, there should be a weed coffee drink, or is there one?
There are drinks. There's like an Arnold Palmer drink that's 100 milligrams.
But is there a coffee? That's not coffee.
We did. There was a coffee. It was infused.
There was?
We did a demo when I was at Perennial.
Oh.
Yeah, and the dude came by and made coffee, and he was this was interesting. He was a roaster for Starbucks, and then learned all about, like, roasting, did all the micro roasting, and somehow, and he wouldn't give me the secret, obviously, because it was like a patent pending. You could infuse the THC into the coffee beans and then brew the coffee, and it would be, like, more natural.
Yeah, I've seen TikTok recipes of people putting espresso in coffee, which is a good idea.
I mean, that's a great idea too.
Yeah, or any sort of edible form, if you'd like. But yes.
I had him actually come into the shop and make us all coffee.
That's super cool. Well, what happened to him?
He I don't know. Starbucks probably took him out.
Ooh, yeah, they don't want you to know the truth.
Yeah. I did not hear from him again.
Ooh, wow. Maybe he was
It's a
like,
mystery. If you're out there,
yeah, come to us, make us that stuff. We like it. Our dopamine is totally fine and in need of a stimulation. But yeah, it just looks like this is a pretty decent combo. Just know yourself, know what caffeine does to you and when. I know that your body chemistry changes and your brains change. So you can just kind of test it out here and there. It is safe, likely. There are factors just as anything else, but you may feel pretty decent. But if you're not used to it, you might want to not go, RSO in the coffee or RSO in an espresso out the gate. One go, and just like with anything that's like being neurally transmitted, each affects each other. Caffeine's gonna affect THC and so on and so forth. This article does talk about CBD infused coffee as well, which is kind of like what we were talking about with the
yeah. Cannabis and coffee are both diuretics as well, so make sure you drink some water.
Yeah, you could get
stay
dehydrated.
hydrated.
I thought I said that. Yeah, you could be dehydrated. I think I started to say that, and then I distracted
You did.
myself. Did I say it?
You started. It's
Okay.
very
And then
important.
we need to
reiterate.
I can't remember if I interrupted myself.
You started.
Okay. Thank you for finishing it, because I did really want to mention that. Is yes, cannabis and caffeine is very, very dehydrating. With those drinks, that's where I went. With those drinks, oh my gosh, I get so dehydrated, sick, dehydrated. Even with any edible form of weed and just weed itself, but coffee is quite dehydrating. So please, please, please drink water. You will feel it if you don't. And it's no fun. Water makes everything better, especially when you're a grown up. When you're a grown up, you're like, God damn it, I should just have drank water all those nights.
Instead of Kool-Aid?
Water. It's lit.
Water. It's what we're drinking.
Oh, we do like water. So also just for like, they are saying at the end of this article that, oh my gosh, cannabis infused energy drinks. I don't like that. But energy drinks, listen, we all have our individual opinions about energy drinks, but I don't think, and I will consume an energy drink if I'm
We have that. It's 100 milligrams of THC and 100 milligrams of caffeine.
Damn.
Is a drink, and they're like $10.
Yeah, have you tried it? I don't think
I haven't tried that one yet. I like the 25 milligram drinks.
Yeah, 25 is like a sweet spot.
Yeah,
we used to body 100 milligrams though. I did.
Well, I'll get some for our reunion.
Yeah,
and we'll make Arnold Palmer's.
That's a great idea. That was something that we did. I don't know if you remember, but or you remember we even you remember that we used to do cocktails on the show. We did almost every week an infused cocktail. Never with caffeine in it, but always with alcohol in it. We got faded as fuck.
We sure did.
Those are the earlier episodes. Maybe like season. Imagine if we did seasons. Maybe in the 50s or the 20s, probably. We've done like 500 shows. So.
Yeah. I went back to our Purijuana cocktail video.
Oh my God, we were so high. Right?
Yeah, we did a crossfade with that one. We made like infused palomas with tequila.
And I'm like, drink caffeine and weed responsibly. But you should. You should. You know, you hit your limits. I love drinking weed again, but I also love a good, because you know what I don't love, and I'll be honest with you, whatever sativa means at this moment, I mean, not traditionally quote unquote sativa, but I don't like it. There's nary a sativa that I like. Of course, I like Jack Herrera and shit. I mean, don't be silly, but but sativa doesn't do much for me. Not especially not nowadays. So I'm a big indica leaning hybrid fan, but you have that with your cafe au lait, and you're feeling creative, euphoric, even ready to take on the horrors of the day. What is that? What is that?
This Brazilian sativa. It's a Brazilian haze. I'm saving for you.
Oh wait, I wasn't in Brazil. I was in Spain. Oh, cool. Nice.
Is more of a land race cross.
Really?
And it's very interesting for us. A very interesting sativa.
Oh, great. Well, you know, I love Durban Poison and stuff. That's a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The classics.
I like the land races. I do. But whenever I get something that's labeled a sativa nowadays, it doesn't hit right. I like certain things from my weeds. But just so happens the things that I like are more relaxed. So I'm constantly consuming caffeine. But yeah, be careful. You could feel a little anxious and dehydrated, and that's whack as fuck. So just know your limbs. But it's good to know that it is something that is available to you and that you will be okay if you're a coffee drinker. Just for the canna curious who have not tried it yet, we are going to take a break. And then we're going to come back. We'll be right back.
We salute you, the United States of cannabis, under all 50 strains. One pre-roll, under bong. It's the Cool Nerd Weed Show.
And we're back.
We're back.
It's the Cool Nerd Weed Show. That's Yes.
And that's Sasha.
And we are live on Adobe Radio. We are live every Monday at this very time that you're listening, but this very day is October 6th, 2025. That's the day that it is today. And we're just living in a time where things are changing day to day. But I was saying before, I feel like we are saying the same things about this subject for a long time. But also that I'm getting angrier and angrier at other subjects. So it's difficult to get through this particular subject. So in order to navigate through that, whenever sometimes we talk about things, it maybe won't be just limited to how it relates to weed. We'll try to tie it back as best as we can. But you know the nerds. We've always got something to say about it. The nerds have opinions. We do. We like to spit facts. We're nerds. But we also are stoner nerds. And we're like kind of ornery. You wouldn't know it. Well, you would know it with you. But you're like charming ornery, and then you're ornery. I'm kind of a sleeper.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
you never know when. Like, oh wow. Oh, Sasha's mad.
Oh my gosh. That is why I smoke weed. You see, it does help quite a bit. And on that note, we will be talking about Donald Trump. In a way. In a way.
Yes. Yay.
In a way,
Yay.
we won't. But in a way, we will. No, not yay. In a way. I didn't say
In a
yay.
way. Oh.
I mean, you can.
That was a sarcastic yay.
Oh, yay. No, not
Yay.
either. Well, here's the thing. So there's been a lot of talk. I said it, and every time we talk about this, obviously I have to say that years and years ago, you can probably find it. You can probably find it on an episode of the Cool Nerd Weed Show's past, where I say, I think he's going to do it. And I almost felt silly saying it because, you know, he's a goddamn idiot. But I did, and also we had a really rough, what was it, Attorney General that we had? It was somebody who was so against it.
We had the Attorney General was against it.
Yeah, he was.
This was back. Yeah, you go back to 2016 in your predictions.
Yes, the very first year that the Cool Nerd Weed Show started. Right?
Was in existence.
Yeah.
So you are on record multiple times.
If I was on record, you can write that down and look it up. I said it, but I said it because I thought maybe I wanted it. I wanted it. I thought maybe he would see it as sort of like a bragging right, and people from all over the place couldn't say shit because everybody's always crying about legalization, and I feel like I feel like it has already started to happen. You already see everybody who's kind of quietly pro or even pro Trump being like, see, he's doing weed. He's good. He's good. You know, and it's
just don't look at anything else in the picture.
And also this, don't be fooled. This is not going to be the weed that you know. It's not. It's going to be different. Now, what I hope is that it opens up so many doors for research and everything, but it's like you'd be hard pressed to find anything that clown does that's not for business. I think it's difficult to think of that on a large scale all over the country, and it's difficult to think of, like I said in a few other episodes, state-run weed, but it looks like it will probably happen next year or at the end of this year, and he'll be like, woo, at the beginning of next year, because he's going to say so much crazy shit at that State of the Union. So, yeah, that's just what everybody's saying all over the biz.
Wait.
What?
When is the State of the Union?
Isn't it next year?
Like, when he hits his 1 year anniversary?
I don't know. Is it? Did I make that
up?
I
think so. Oh, no.
I didn't.
No, they do that like once a year.
Yeah, isn't it in January or something?
Oh, probably.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's gonna be bonkers. Whatever it is, it's gonna be fucking bonkers. And you know, why do you think Donald Trump is interested in this? You know, he dropped a video from the Commonwealth Project that is an organization that's pro cannabis and CBD for elderly care, for senior care.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think he's invested or connected, or his family or friends are invested and connected in any way?
I mean, I can't
to this,
it, but I have nothing to back it up. It would be pure speculation. But
because this company is calling for Medicare to cover medical cannabis use, which is great.
Yeah, I mean that's a big
that
ask,
would be great.
That would be great.
Like,
yeah,
if we could study the cannabis, but at the same time, you know, Doge slash budgets. So the only place that can grow legally federally studied cannabis doesn't have a budget to grow legally federally studyable cannabis.
Right. Yeah, I guess. I find trouble finding the genuine. I mean, on the surface, it's all good news, right? He says, cannabis is going to revolutionize healthcare. It's interesting that it's for the elderly. I mean, there is a lot of disease. And we know that it helps with a lot of things in the elderly for sure. But it also helps a lot of younger people too. I don't know. I don't know.
But at the same time, they're trying to cut people's Medicare.
Yeah. Well, this is one thing that really does cross the aisle, and we've known that. So I know that it is something that is, you can't really argue with it.
Yeah, it's a bipartisan issue where all of the parties, the majority of both the Democrat and Republican Party agree on. If there's one thing that everybody can agree on,
But it would be reclassifying it, and reclassification, we wouldn't be under, the companies wouldn't be under 280E. It's biz, so we would be able to operate businesses that would be federally recognized, right?
yeah, there would be hopefully some banking allowed.
Investors and stuff, stock exchange.
Investors,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That money shit.
All the monies. They're opening the door for the hedge funders, the Bill Gates of the world.
I don't know, man. I'm glad. I hope that it's for whatever reason, whether it's the right reasons or not. I hope that it's for good. I hope that good things come of it and happen. It's just hard to see good things coming and happening right now in this time. I think the world is in peril and shit, and it's very easy to see that. So reclassifying it, putting it back in the conversation is a very good move for El Presidente to do. I don't know what the reason would be. I don't know what the true reason is. I don't know what the true reason for anything that these maniacs do in the government. I just know that it would be an interesting time. I'd be really excited to see what happens next. That's for sure.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to some movement, regardless of what it is. Some sort of movement.
Okay, so we can agree that we like movement.
we like movement and conversation.
Movement and conversation.
And we love senior care. We love that seniors can have access to their medicine and possibly Medicare.
Woo.
Providing that coverage.
If Medicare still exists.
Yes. At the time in 2026, when cannabis is predicted to have movement and more conversation.
We will be talking about it. That's for goddamn sure. You bet your buns. We'll wear American flags as bikinis. That day.
Everybody wants to see that.
You're like, oh, say, have Marconi cut a whole thing.
I'll have my Statue of Liberty costume on.
Proud to be an American. It'll be nice. It'll be cool. I do think it's cool. I think having access to weed makes such a difference. It really does. It's a long time ago, but not so long ago, that weed was very bad, and in terms of a legal thing. Now we can figure it out. Now we can see, do you like it? Do you not want to consume it? Are you cool with it being consumed around you? There's definitely there's a reclassification, and then there's like a re-stigmatization that has to be redone too, because then everybody is learning all at the same time. We're still learning, so much stuff about it all the time. That's why we've done 6,000 shows.
Yeah, 'cause every day something happens, and every day we discover a new cannabinoid that's good for something.
Yeah, that's good for something, and a way to safely consume it, and a way to consume it. I have success stories round and round. You find what works for you, babe. And if she doesn't work for you, that's cool too. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I don't know. It's
Round and round and round and round.
It's so
Nobody
crazy
knows.
that it hasn't even been a year of the government being new. Where it's just been a lot here in the United States. You know, everybody's going through a lot, though. Everybody's going through a lot. So if we have one thing that we could at least kind of try to put an okay spin on, it's safe access for weed and all the other stuff that we said. But don't let it distract you, please. And yes, remember presidents past who also have not made it legal or have not reconsidered it. Yes, keep them in mind. But in the history books, I really just don't want any sort of misconception about how fucking crazy this time is and what we're seeing and what we're living. Yes, weed is cool if it's legal, but you know,
There will be one
turn
tiny
broadly.
page in the history books regarding Donald Trump, and
It'll be one giant step for weed kind.
that's it.
And we will make it, and we'll do what weed always does, which I think is a good thing about weed, is it exists whether it is taken over by a corporate company or not. Good weed is good weed, and that won't prevail. I've learned that in my life, and I'll tell you, it just you can't sell bad weed. So, and you can in places that don't have weed. So you know what I mean? So there's a place for all weed. It is certainly not going anywhere. So I don't know. She is on the side of good, and good will prevail. No.
Yes.
No.
Good will always triumph over evil.
Facts. Those are facts, not feelings. I'm going, I guess, yeah, we'll take a break. So, yeah, the whole point of that was to say that Donald Trump might legalize it early next year, end of this year. And we'll keep you updated on all of it. And we'll tell you all about, we'll tell you all about everything that it means for you and for us and for weed. And all the experts will talk, and we will talk, and we'll tell you what it means boots on the ground too, because it affects the very nature of the business. So we'll be out here looking at that as well. It'll be exciting. What an exciting time, right? It's exciting is what
It is.
You know?
It's a
That's
very
what it is.
exciting and exasperating time to be alive.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a break and talk about a fun thing. That's what we do, you know? We talk about a fun thing at the end. We're great. You know what? You're great, TS.
No, you're great, Sasha.
Thank you. Okay, we'll be right back.
The final Huff and Puff with TS and Sasha.
And we're back.
We're back.
It is the Cool Nerd Weed Show. That's TS.
That's Sasha.
We're live on Adobe Radio. It is the final Huff and Puff. Something fun. This seems like it would be really, really, really cool here in New York. So the travel agency, which we've been to.
Yeah, the travel agency was where was it? Union Square. Yeah, it was in Midtown Manhattan.
I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, yes. So we were in Bushwick. No.
And it was a lovely shop. Our friend Dante was working there at one point.
Yeah, at one point. I'm not sure if he's still there. Dante, if you're listening, what's up? I love you. And where are you working? But yeah, he was there that day. It was nice. It was really cool. We enjoyed it. You liked a bunch of stuff about it.
Oh yeah, they had terp smell jars, like a little station where you could smell like every terpene individually.
Mm-hmm. So
And
I
it was cool.
Yes, it was cool. It was very cool. We had good times, and I liked it, and I would totally go back. And this is something that I love. You will still see to this very day carrier pigeons in New York and on the roofs. Also in New Jersey, you will see them some places. I see them in Hoboken here and there. It's fucking awesome. It's the coolest thing that exists in the world. I think carrier pigeons and pigeons in general are very cool. And I love this piece of the world. So carrier pigeons in New York still exist. I don't know how you commission one, but they do exist. And the travel agency, I can't. They did a test pilot with carrier pigeons with little backpacks.
It's got a little
it does
tiny
specifically
little backpack.
say in this article they had little I want one. And they have little backpacks with weed, and they deliver your weed. Jesus Christ. If I woke up and a carrier pigeon was bringing me my weed, bruv, no. That that would make my entire life better. I'd never complain about anything again. I would be like Ebenezer Scrooge on Christmas Day. Everybody would get a Christmas goose. And
like every morning you're out on your lanai sipping your espresso, and you're waiting for the carrier pigeon to come by and drop you off your morning pre-roll.
Oh God, that sounds like the best thing. They could probably come over to my house. I'm literally right across the city. Pigeons could fly that far.
Yeah,
right?
Easy, totally.
It's like their thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess inquire within. I'm not sure what's gonna happen or when, but they gave it a test run, and I really hope that it works.
They had a flock of 20 pigeons.
Aww.
And they participated in a trial run of a symbolic route. They made sure that the pigeons were safe and humanely trained, and there was humane, some sort of SPCA watch group there, making sure they did everything right.
Oh yeah,
the pigeons are
owning pigeons, especially your courier pigeons that you train. Those are your babies.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are truly your babies. I fucking love it. I love this so goddamn much that I can't even see straight. I want one. I want to reserve one. I will order from the travel agency every goddamn day.
Like your own. You want your own pigeon?
I want my
with
own
like
personal
a little
one. Yeah.
Like a little pink backpack.
Oh yeah.
A little tiny little Louis backpack. I see my pigeon coming like all G'd up.
Yeah, like with a little iced out.
Yeah. With the bling.
Yeah, same. both of our pigeons are very happy, and
Of course.
we pay them a more than living wage. I hope the travel agency is paying them for their time because they're doing the Lord's work, and I can't wait to see what happens next. That is some good news. That's great news out of New York City. Wow, they went from not being able to get it together to fucking training pigeons to deliver their weed. You see, that's why New York's a great place. It's a great place. I like it. I love it. My favorite place in the fucking world. So, yay, New York. I love you so much. I don't love Donald Trump, but I love weed being accessible and approachable, but it needs to be good, smokable weed. I love that. And what was the first thing we talked about? Oh, yes. Wait on your lanai, smoke your or drink your espresso, and wait for your joint to be delivered by the pigeons. And
Don't panic.
it's organic.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.